What if the quest to stay young went too far, changing familiar faces forever? Many beloved stars faced that very risk, and the results have sparked years of concern and curiosity. In this video, you'll see the most shocking transformations, what really happened behind them, and the lessons they leave behind. Stay to the end. You may never look at beauty the same way again. Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace, a defining figure in modern fashion, has long shaped global ideas of glamour and beauty. Yet behind her polished image lies a deeply personal story, one marked by a lifelong pursuit of aesthetic perfection through cosmetic enhancement. From an early age, Donatella showed a strong interest in appearance and style. At just 11, she began lightening her hair, a change encouraged by her brother Gianni Versace. This seemingly small decision became the first step in a much larger journey of self-transformation. As the years passed, her evolving look drew increasing public attention. Industry observers and medical professionals have noted that she likely underwent multiple cosmetic procedures, including Botox, dermal fillers, and laser treatments. These interventions gradually reshaped her facial features, creating the striking and recognizable appearance she is known for today. While some critics have questioned the extent of these changes, Donatella has remained unwavering in her choices. In interviews, including a candid conversation with Love magazine, she made her views clear. She does not equate natural beauty with authenticity or superiority. Instead, she embraces enhancement as a valid form of self-expression. For Donatella, beauty is not about conforming to traditional ideals, but about crafting an image that reflects one's inner vision. Her story resonates particularly with audiences who have witnessed decades of shifting beauty standards. Rather than retreat from criticism, Donatella stands firm, presenting herself exactly as she chooses. In doing so, she challenges conventional definitions of beauty and underscores a broader message. Personal identity and self-expression are ultimately matters of individual choice. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, widely recognized for his sharp critiques on shows like The X Factor and Got Talent, has long been a familiar face to television audiences. In recent years, however, noticeable changes in his appearance sparked widespread conversation. Cowell later acknowledged that he had used cosmetic fillers, which significantly altered his facial features and, at one point, made him appear quite different from the public image people had known for decades. What made this moment especially meaningful was its personal impact. Cowell shared that his young son reacted strongly to his altered appearance, a response that gave him pause. Reflecting on that experience, he chose to scale back, gradually dissolving some of the fillers and rethinking his approach to self-care. Rather than continuing down the same path, he shifted his focus toward overall health, including improved diet, better sleep, and a more balanced lifestyle. In interviews, Cowell has spoken openly about this change, emphasizing that the experience helped him reassess what truly matters. While he has never dismissed cosmetic treatments entirely, he now approaches them with greater caution and moderation. His journey highlights something many people come to realize over time. External changes can only go so far, and lasting well-being often comes from within. For older audiences who have watched Cowell's career evolve, his story offers a relatable message. It's not about rejecting change, but about finding balance, making thoughtful decisions that support both appearance and health. In the end, Cowell's experience serves as a gentle reminder that sometimes the most meaningful transformations are the ones that bring us back to ourselves. Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein, long known in the media by the nickname Catwoman, has remained one of the most talked-about figures when it comes to dramatic changes in appearance. Over the years, her distinctive feline-like features have drawn intense public curiosity. Wildenstein herself has often maintained that her look is influenced by genetics and personal style, rather than the result of extensive cosmetic surgery. Despite her statements, widespread media coverage and speculation have suggested that she may have undergone multiple cosmetic procedures. These reports, though never fully confirmed in detail, have contributed to her lasting reputation as a symbol of extreme aesthetic transformation. Her appearance, whether natural or enhanced, has made her a frequent subject in conversations about beauty, identity, and personal choice. For many observers, particularly those who have witnessed decades of evolving beauty standards, Wildenstein's story raises broader questions. Where is the line between self-expression and excess, and how do societal pressures shape the way individuals see themselves? Her case has often been used to illustrate the potential risks of pursuing dramatic physical change, while also highlighting the deeply personal nature of such decisions. Rather than offering a simple answer, her story reflects the complexity of modern beauty culture. It underscores the tension between embracing natural features and exploring surgical or cosmetic options. In the end, Jocelyn Wildenstein remains a striking example of how personal choices about appearance can spark global fascination and ongoing debate. Pixie Fox. Pixie Fox, a Swedish model who set out to transform herself into a real-life cartoon figure, has become one of the most striking examples of extreme aesthetic ambition. Driven by a highly specific vision of beauty, she pursued a series of dramatic cosmetic procedures over the years. Reports have indicated that these included jaw reshaping, ear surgery, and even rib removal, steps intended to create an exaggerated animated silhouette, unlike typical human proportions. Her transformation journey, however, has not been without obstacles. As her procedures became more extensive, some medical professionals reportedly declined to continue, citing concerns about safety and long-term health. Even so, Pixie remained committed to her goal, demonstrating a level of determination that has both fascinated and unsettled observers around the world. For many, especially those who have seen beauty ideals shift over decades, her story raises important questions. At what point does self-expression become risk? And how far should someone go to achieve a personal vision of perfection? Pixie's choices challenge traditional definitions of attractiveness, pushing them into territory that feels closer to fantasy than reality. Rather than fitting neatly into praise or criticism, her journey invites reflection. It highlights the growing influence of media, art, and imagination on how people define themselves physically. Ultimately, Pixie Fox's story is less about imitation and more about intention, showing how deeply personal and sometimes controversial the pursuit of beauty can be. Carol Bryan. Carol Bryan's experience with cosmetic procedures is a serious reminder of how important safety and informed decisions are when it comes to personal care. In 2009, she chose to receive dermal filler injections in hopes of achieving a more youthful appearance. While such treatments are common and often performed safely, complications can occur, especially if materials are used incorrectly or procedures are not carried out by properly qualified professionals. In Carol's case, she experienced severe adverse effects following her injections. Her face became significantly swollen and altered, leading to both physical discomfort and emotional distress. Over time, she sought medical help to address these complications. In 2013, she underwent a complex corrective procedure with a specialist. Unfortunately, this resulted in damage to her optic nerve, causing permanent vision loss in one eye. Carol later required additional medical treatments, including reconstructive procedures, to improve her condition. Like many individuals facing unexpected medical outcomes, she also dealt with emotional challenges and a significant adjustment to her daily life. Today, her story is often shared as a cautionary example, not to create fear, but to encourage awareness. Cosmetic procedures can be beneficial when done responsibly, but they are still medical interventions that require careful consideration. Choosing experienced, licensed professionals, understanding the risks, and asking detailed questions beforehand are all essential steps. Lynn May. Lynn May, Born Lilia Guadalupe Mola May, rose to fame in the 1970s as a vibrant dancer and actress, captivating audiences across Mexico and Latin America. Known for her charisma and stage presence, she became a recognizable figure in entertainment during an era that placed strong emphasis on physical appearance. As time passed and the natural signs of aging appeared, Lin May, like many in the public eye, felt increasing pressure to maintain a youthful look. Hoping to enhance her appearance, she turned to cosmetic procedures. However, her experience took a serious and unfortunate turn. Trusting the wrong individual, she reportedly received injections of inappropriate substances, including materials not approved for medical use. These procedures led to severe complications, dramatically altering her facial features and resulting in long-term physical consequences. Over the years, Lin May has spoken openly about her experience, acknowledging both the emotional and physical challenges she endured. While some images circulating online have emphasized the visible changes, her story is ultimately about resilience and awareness rather than appearance alone. For many viewers, especially those who have witnessed shifting beauty standards over decades, her journey highlights an important lesson. Cosmetic treatments can be helpful when performed safely, but they must always be approached with caution. Qualified professionals, proper medical standards, and informed decisions are essential. Joan Van Ark. Joan Van Ark, best known for her long-running role on American television, has experienced noticeable changes in her appearance over the years. While she has never publicly confirmed undergoing cosmetic procedures, some industry observers believe she may have explored options such as facelifts or Botox, common treatments among public figures seeking to maintain a youthful look. Despite her accomplished career in television and film, these visible changes have continued to draw public attention. It's important to note, however, that much of this discussion is based on external observation rather than confirmed information. As with many celebrities, her appearance has been closely examined, often reflecting society's broader fascination with beauty and aging. For many older viewers in the United States who have followed her career for decades, Joan Van Ark's story feels familiar. The entertainment industry has long placed pressure on performers to preserve a certain image, even as natural aging takes place. Over time, this has shaped how both celebrities and audiences perceive beauty. Rather than focusing solely on speculation, her story offers a more thoughtful takeaway. Personal choices about appearance are just that, personal. Whether someone chooses to pursue cosmetic treatments or not, those decisions should be respected. More importantly, any procedure should be approached carefully, with guidance from qualified medical professionals and a clear understanding of the potential risks. Carrot Top. Scott Thompson, better known as Carrot Top, has long been recognized for his bright red hair, energetic performances, and offbeat comedic style. Over the years, however, it's not just his act that has captured attention. His changing appearance has also become a frequent topic of discussion. For more than a decade, fans and media observers have speculated about whether Carrot Top has undergone cosmetic procedures. Some have pointed to differences in his facial features, such as more defined eyebrows, a fuller face, and smoother skin compared to his earlier career. These observations have led to ongoing rumors involving treatments like brow lifts, fillers, or skin resurfacing. Carrot Top, however, has consistently denied having cosmetic surgery. He attributes his appearance to regular exercise, a disciplined lifestyle, and natural changes over time. Known for his humor, he has even joked in interviews that if he had chosen surgery, the results would likely look far more dramatic. For many longtime viewers, especially those who have followed his career since the 1990s, this conversation reflects a broader cultural pattern. Public figures are often closely scrutinized as they age, with even subtle changes becoming subjects of speculation. In Carrot Top's case, the contrast between his earlier and current look has simply fueled curiosity. Rather than offering a definitive answer, his story highlights how quickly public perception can form around appearance alone. It also serves as a reminder that not every visible change has a clear or confirmed explanation, and that, sometimes, the conversation says as much about societal expectations as it does about the individual. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.